Google was selected by the Economic Times as the top company to work for and with in India. What makes Google the most desirable company for the youth here? Well, joining us on the spot today is Shailesh Rao, Managing Director of Google India. Shailesh, good to have you on the show. Thanks so much for joining us. Great news about Google being the top place to work for in India. I'd like a job, but seriously, why is Google such a good employer? Why do people just love working with you guys?
I think, people want to feel like they're doing something that has a positive impact. And that's something that we encourage. That's something that's very central to our culture. Not only do we want to hire smart people, but we want to hire smart people who want to make a difference. And when you're surrounded with people like that, who want to make a difference, who can make a difference, I think that it's a fun place to be and it's infectious. And I hope that's the case. And if so, we'd be very pleased to be. I'd be happy to work in that kind of environment. I know people would be pleased to be in that kind of environment also.
Shailesh, are there enough smart people to go around? No doubt India churns out a whole lot of IIT, IIM types for Google to chase from. But are they the right type of smart people that you're looking for?
No, you're absolutely right. I have met some absolutely brilliant people in the course of my time recruiting at all levels, senior levels, straight out of college, MBA, and so on. But beyond just intellectual ability, what's very important for us is cultural fit. And at Google, this is something we call googliness. And it's sometimes hard to describe, but it's very important that we find people who are not only smart, but a great culture fit.
You know, Shailesh, Google seems to have its own culture. It's not like working for Google India is hugely different from working for Google Germany or even Google Mountain View, California, right?
I think it's very important that any great company have a very clear sense of what its culture is and that culture is consistent around the world. And I think Google does have a very strong culture that is just as strong in India as it is in California, Tokyo, or London. That being said, I think there is a very special quality we have here in India. I think a lot of it is a function of the fact that we've rallied together to try to solve problems and bring products for Indians. And when you do that and you have a common mission, you have a common set of goals that are tied to where you are, the customers you work with, the users that you serve, that adds a special, unique quality that is, I think, uniquely Google India.
Okay. Still, Shailesh, naturally Indians are different and expect different things from their employers and also from the way their jobs are done, day after day. What do Indian employees want from their employer, and how exactly, does a person like you then become a good boss? What do people expect you to do?
Well, I think let's start with the organization. I think we have people in India who are a part of Google who are very passionate. And they really believe in what they're doing, and they pursue it with vigor, and I love seeing that. Whether it's making sure that we can deliver Google Maps to people around the country that give them a good sense of all the major cities and towns in the country, whether it's helping Indians see movies and shows that they love and enjoy on YouTube, or just helping people search for information that supports them at work or in school. All these things, are really important, and Indians who work at Google in Google India are very passionate about wanting to make sure they deliver the best experience. So passion, I think, is a big part of what it means to be at Google India. You see that everywhere. Bangalore, Hyderabad, Bombay, and Delhi. I think the other piece that's very apparent is, again, the strong analytical skills and bringing a very thoughtful approach to how we solve problems. And I think the final piece is a real deep understanding of the ethos of India, what makes India tick, both in terms of businesses as well as users. And you take these three things together, I think it makes for a very unique environment inside India.
Shailesh, judging from the footage we've been running just now about Google, it looks like an extraordinarily wonderful and fun place to work. Extracurricular activities, gyms, tennis, childcare services, apparently a great cafeteria. Do you guys actually work then?
No, we actually work very hard, and I think it's largely driven by the fact that we really care about what we're doing. We really believe that what we're doing has a positive impact for Indians and Indian businesses. We have those kinds of benefits and support because we know that for people to function well, think clearly, be creative, be productive, they need to be happy. And we want people to bring their full selves to work. We want them to bring their personality. We want them to bring, their skills, their interests, their hobbies to the workplace, because increasingly in India and around the world, we're spending more and more time at work. So many of our friends are the colleagues that we work with, and we spend a lot of time in the office. So if you're going to spend that kind of time in the office and you want people to be productive, you want to make sure they're happy, which means that you enable them to do the things they enjoy, not just professionally, but personally as well.
And Shailesh, competitive as well. You guys exist in such a competitive environment, which gets more competitive every month. Is Microsoft a banned word in Google offices around the world?
No, I mean, look, the web has so many fantastic services, interesting companies doing really impressive things, innovating all the time. It keeps us on our toes. I think that's actually a special quality of the technology sector, and I think we all benefit from it because it forces us to think creatively. It forces us to continue to try to get better every week, every day, all the time, and deliver better products for the people that we serve and the businesses that we serve. So I actually think that a competitive environment that's constantly changing, very dynamic, is a part of what's appealing and a part of what's fun about working at Google. If that's not the kind of environment you enjoy, you probably won't enjoy working at Google. But if you're looking for a place that allows you to be creative, to be a part of an innovative process, and you're comfortable with change, then I think it can be a lot of fun, and the competitive dynamic makes it even more challenging and exciting.
So then what do you as a Googler, as most of your employees are called, find the best part of this job? And I must ask you as a boss, what's the worst part of this job?
Well, the best part of my job is being able to come in every day and work with people that I enjoy spending time with. They're smart, they're fun, they're interesting. I've learned so many things from people, both professionally and also personally. It's just a pleasure to come to work every day and work with people that you both respect and enjoy spending time with. There's no question that's the best aspect of what we do. I think the most challenging aspect of what we do is that oftentimes in the process of offering something new, you are disrupting something existing. And anytime you're proposing something that involves change, it can sometimes create friction. So, it's always an ongoing challenge to have discussions and explain to all the parties that are affected by the products that we offer what we're trying to do and why we think it'll make things better and it's good for users and good for businesses. So that remains an ongoing challenge, but the truth is that is part and parcel of working for a company that focuses on innovation, because when you're trying to do something innovative, it means you're looking to change things for the better, and sometimes change is hard to absorb. And I see that as my responsibility to make sure that all parties involved and affected understand that the change that we're trying to bring about is beneficial.
Right. That you're joining us. That is Google. That's been rated as the best employer in India by a survey done by the Economic Times.